All right, now comes the part where we wait to see if the Wi-Fi is going to be terrible or if it's going to cooperate and if anybody's actually going to show up, because I haven't done one of these in a million years. So we're just going to hope for the best and it'll be great. I just tweeted out the link to the stream. So actually, I didn't tweet out the official link. So let's share this. Okay, and okay, now it's saying I'm live. I thought I was already live. Oh, 2 people are here. Okay, yay. Okay, so we're on the right track, and my computer screen is creating a terrible glare. So let me just quick. Wow, why do I have so many windows open today? Come on. Oh my god, how many windows? Okay. Hello, whoever is here. And if you are joining me for the first time, my name is Alex. You can call me Al, and this is just where I do a nice little live write-in with fellow writers so we can all work together to try to get our projects done. I started doing this actually during NaNoWriMo, and we would do sprints, and it was just a great way for everyone to come together and try to work on our projects and hope for the best. And I'm actually shooting in a different room than in previous videos. The first video was actually done in my spare bedroom. Wi-Fi was terrible in there, so then I went down to my downstairs living room. The Wi-Fi was good up until when the last time I tried to do a stream in December, and then it was trash. And now I'm actually in my office because yesterday I was using the Wi-Fi in here and it seemed to actually be cooperating, and I've been having a lot of issues with my Wi-Fi. It's been making it difficult to upload videos, and it's been making my life just difficult in general to get projects done. So yeah, I'm excited that I'm not getting, normally there's like this thing that pops up that says bad connection, really bad connection, you're terrible, and so far nothing has popped up. So if you are here, feel free to leave a comment and introduce yourself. And I'm not sure who is joining us tonight. I meant for this to become like a bi-weekly thing starting in December after Nano, but again, the Wi-Fi connection just being bad, and then the holidays came and everything just kind of got really convoluted and messy, so kind of fell out of streaming. But then I decided last week, I'm like, no, it is time to stream again. I miss it. I really love it because I feel like it's a great way to connect with you guys, and I know that a lot of you were able to get a lot of work done because of it. So it was really important to me to start doing this again. So if you are here, I'm going to get the chat actually pulled up on my computer. This is going to be kind of inception-y. Actually, you know what, I have my side desk right here because I'm sure the glare is getting a little bit annoying. So I'm just going to put my computer right here for now, and that way you guys don't have to look at me looking at you. So I'm going to get the chat pulled up. But again, if you are here, just feel free to introduce yourself. What is your name? What is your writing genre? What are you working on? Alex, hi! Oh, good. Okay, I'm so excited you're here. Oh, yay. Okay, so I know at least one person that's here right now. All right. Okay, the Wi-Fi is being okay on my... Oh, here we go. So let me just quick mute that so I don't have to listen to myself. Oh, good. Okay. And I'll try not to lean over a bunch because I don't think you guys want to just stare at the side of my head this entire time. So again, work in progress, this whole setup thing. But okay, 3 people are here. Yes, hi Alex. I'm so glad that you could join us. Oh, Alex was a very active participant in my Nano chat, so it's good to see that the gang is coming back together. And hi, I almost missed it. I have work emails flying back and forth, but I caught this notification, and then, oh, Fly Girl Karen. Hi, Al. Are we writing tonight? Yes. Okay, so I'll kind of let you guys know roughly the agenda that I am looking to do, because I am at kind of an interesting part with my work in progress where I am working on, hang on a second, I can see myself on my computer. It's very distracting. I am currently at the point where I have decided which novel I am going to pursue editing for publication. I had a novel a while back that I was working on, but I've decided to put that in the drawer for a while just because a lot of elements I just don't feel like my skills are ready for the topics that I was tackling. So the novel that I am writing is called To Market to Market, and it is based off of the episode of my series I do on YouTube called Haunt Patch. It was supposed to be a 3-part series and just be a short story, and it ended up blowing up into a novel, so I never actually finished that part of Haunt Patch, but now it's a novel. I wrote it for NaNoWriMo, and it was great. So tonight I definitely want us to get some writing done, but I am going to be working on something a little bit different. I'm planning on actually making a video showing this off, but you guys are special, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Oh, hi Tracy, good to see you. This is my newest concoction. This is my binder of projects, and it's got this awesome sticker from an artist I love called Fran Nerd. So be sure to check her out. She's got a YouTube channel, and she's also got an Etsy channel. And I got her Witchy bundle, which came with these amazing stickers. But this binder has become my life. So it is divided into 3 main sections, and it is my novel, the work I'm doing for freelancing, because I've been trying to get into freelance writing more, and then any other writing projects. And that includes some secret projects I'm working on, my short stories, competitions that I might be working on, videos, anything like that. Any kind of side project that is not my novel is, yeah. And Alex says, hey, freelancing, yeah, you're awesome, by the way, for getting me connected with the freelancing gigs. So thank you for that. And then George, oh, hi, George. I think we need something like that. I'm guessing you're referring to the binder? Or so I have organized my life into this binder, and I've got this front pouch where I keep like my post-it notes and my stickers, and I've got like a sticker collection starting here on the side, and then it's just divided up into my novel. Yeah, the binder. Yeah, George said, yep, the binder. Freelance, and then writerly projects, and I don't want to give you guys too much of a peek, but I have been working on developing my novel. In my bullet journal, this is my bullet journal. Again, these amazing stickers are from Fran Nerd. Be sure to check her out. She is like amazing, amazing artist, and my inner witch is very in love with everything she does, because just look at that. Just look at that. But anyway, I made a plan in my bullet journal for my 2018 goals, and one of them was to finally finish writing a novel. So I am beginning draft 2 of my novel this year. This is just kind of a brief overview of my plans through first quarter and into the start of the second quarter. So I am planning on the month of January, I'm working on world building, character development, backstory, and redoing the outline of my novel. I kind of embarked upon something called sandbox mode with my novel, where I just treated it like I treated my story like I was going off outline and just experimenting and trying to get a better feel of where I wanted to go with the story, because I actually have to be in a scene to really decide whether or not something is working for me or working for my story. So kind of went a little bit odd, because I know people say make really detailed outlines and that should be enough, but for me it wasn't working, and I needed to be in my story to experiment. And so my story got a little messy, but I've got a really good sense of my characters and the direction I think I want to go with things. I've been kind of having a bit of an existential crisis. Anybody who's my Patreon supporters, I do a weekly newsletter, and I definitely unloaded in that newsletter. So if you're one of my Patreon supporters, be sure to check that out, because that's got a lot of looking into everything that's going through my head, because I'm wanting to make sure that this story is not only strong in the quality of writing, but in the quality of the content. I want to make sure that I'm being thoughtful of all different perspectives, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm being thoughtful of the readers. And I won't go too deep into it, but kind of had a bit of a crisis, kind of thought about scrapping my novel about 6 times over the beginning of this month, and I think I've finally calmed down a little bit. So, in short, long story short, is there ever a long story short with me? Writer, right? Long story short, I am planning on working on development of my novel. I am either going to work on some world building, maybe some plot development, or my character sketches. I've been definitely trying to get to know my characters more and get a better sense of who they are as people and the decisions they would actually make in the circumstances that I put them in, as opposed to just treating them like pawns that I'm scooting across the board and going, no, you have to do this no matter what, because this is what the plot needs. So let's take a look at the comments. So Joyce said, yes, the binder. I don't understand bullet journals. Bullet journals are a little bit confusing when you're first starting out. I know I was very confused by bullet journals. Pretty much think of it this way. Think of it as a planner that you make yourself. I constantly have problems with my planners where it's like, but I want everything to be in it. I don't want just my calendar and my agenda. I want to be able to put writing goals in it. I want to be able to put video goals. And I had a passion planner which had pages in the back that I could use for extra stuff, but I wanted things to be mixed up together. And that's why I decided to do the bullet journal, because I have like my monthly spread. It's kind of hard to see, but this is like my monthly spread that I create. And then I have ideas for writer's patch top, like this is where I track what we do for my chat I do on Twitter, writer's patch, the things I do for my writing videos, and then non-writing related videos. So this is where I track what I've done for the month. And then I have like a weekly spread. I'm gonna hold it back a little farther just because there's some private information in there, and you guys, you know, it's all good, but I like to keep some parts of my life private. So I create a weekly spread where I'm breaking down what I'm doing during the week, but also mixed in here I have like my quarterly goals. I have a pretty page of just like, you know, art. I have a year at a glance. So this is like competitions that I'm keeping track of, like grants that I might want to apply for, different events going on in my life. NaNoWriMo is in here. So this is my month at a glance. So think of a bullet journal as this way of creating a planner that has all the pieces you need. I've seen people do like health trackers or meal trackers. People put financial plans in here. It's a way to just put all your ish together, and you get to make it. So you get to control the content. And the really cool thing about it is there's actually a table of contents. I'm terrible at filling it out, but there's a table of contents in the front so you can keep track of where everything is and all of the different pages. So it's like I've got all these different weekly spreads. I experiment with the spreads. This one was the prettiest spread, but it was not the most practical. Like, I need a lot of room to create my nonsense. This is where I keep track of like video ideas. This is where I kept track of my NaNoWriMo word count. More weekly spreads. And if you guys are interested in a video about this, I would definitely be happy to make it. It's just, again, I shoot everything on an iPhone, so I don't know how easy it would be to make a video displaying this properly, but I'm sure I could figure something out, or I could just duct tape my iPhone to something and hope for the best. Fly Girl Karen says, I'm working on writing things to submit for a contest and also looking for freelancing opportunities. Also, she says, I love bullet journals, or she loves her bullet journal. Yeah, that's awesome. So freelancing is really interesting. I actually got a connection through a friend to kind of dip my toes into the freelancing world. So that has made things a lot easier. But I also started a profile on a website called Upwork. And I haven't actually applied for anything yet, but it's where you, as a creator, can connect with people looking for people to make stuff for them. And it's not just for writers. It can be like for video editing or design work or anything like that. You create the profile, and you decide what it is you want to, you know, what services you want to provide, and people will look for you, or you can apply for jobs that people post and you can submit like a proposal to them. So it's a really great way if you're trying to like dip your toe into freelancing. I once kind of get things in gear for the year, I'm definitely going to try to pursue that a little bit more. Do you have any helpful tips for finding good freelance opportunities? Oh, well, I guess I answered your question. For someone who has no experience with freelancing. And the nice thing about Upwork is that you can set your experience level. Like, I think it's like beginner, intermediate, and expert, or it's something like, it's like beginning, middle, high, like that kind of thing. So you can set it lower until you get some more experiences under your belt. And then once you have your portfolio built up, you can take it to the next level. And then once you get more experience, you can take it to the next level. And you can set your prices. Some people have like, they want to keep the price within a certain amount. So that also kind of helps you with communicating with people. So I would say that might be a good way. Otherwise, just talk to fellow writers. There's a lot of writers out there who do freelancing. So they are definitely willing, at least I'd like to assume a lot of writers are definitely willing to give you advice and to help guide you along. I also recommend, if you're new to freelancing, whether for writing or whatever, I've started listening to Ariel Bissett. She is a YouTuber. She does booktube videos primarily. She started a podcast called Portrait of a Freelancer, and I am just in love with it. She's talking about kind of being a noob to freelancing and all of her trials and errors and all of her experimentation, all the things that she's learned along the way. And she's also interviewed people who have experience with freelancing or who are also kind of in the same boat of trying to learn about freelancing. So I would definitely recommend Ariel Bissett. Maybe we'll put a link to it below. I can't. Oh wait, I can edit it from here. So maybe once we start writing, I can update like the little show notes or the little what is it called? The info box. I'm sorry, I'm completely blanking, but that box I will try to add more pieces of information about things that we talk about, and maybe I'll find some more information about bullet journaling too in case you guys are curious. Blaine says, in a puff of smoke, Alexander Black, the literary madman and the master of macabre, arrives. He wonders if he can keep up with a narration style the whole chat. He is confident he can. I hope I did that justice. I knew that you were gonna do a grand intro, so I was trying to like put on my announcer voice, but it's been a while since I've had to do any like announcing or voice work, so apologize if it's not pretty. And I apologize that I'm not wearing any makeup and I took a shower this afternoon and did not do my hair, and I hope you guys are embracing the natural look because I decided, you know what? Who cares? Who cares? The biggest shock is that my eyeliner is not winged, which is kind of like being naked for me. Because I always have winged eyeliner. It's like I've spent my whole life wanting winged eyeliner, and as soon as I figured out that you can actually do it yourself, my life has forever changed. So I'm sorry. And I apologize, I'm drinking an adult beverage this evening because my husband found this amazing porter. It's a peanut butter porter and it's delicious. I like anything, like I like porters, I like stouts, like any kind of beer with bourbon in it. That's what I have learned. So in case you wanted to know what I'm drinking, it's not tea this evening for once. Alex Rama, Upwork is great. It's where I got started and now I'm too busy, and it's a great starting place. Well, that is awesome. I like that you're too busy. That's a good problem to have. Also, I have more clients looking for writers, so DM me at the Tomato Writer on Twitter, and I might have some information. Oh, yes. Alex is a great resource. Not this Alex. Alex in the chat. She is a great resource for learning a lot of good things about freelancing, and she's actually connected me with freelancing opportunities. So again, it's like I said, just get to know people in your community and don't be afraid to like tweet out like, hey, I'm starting out as a freelancer. Anybody have any advice, or anybody have anybody that's looking for someone with not a lot of experience, or anybody knows somebody, anybody know a guy. It doesn't hurt to throw yourself out there. And that's the wonderful thing about the writing community I've learned, is that most of the time when you throw yourself out there, as long as you do it politely and appropriately, people are going to embrace it. So just remain kind, remain humble, and remain respectful. Don't like start tweeting everyone like, hey, do you know a freelancing opportunity? Hey, do you know a freelancing opportunity? Hey, do you know, like, just keep it casual. Keep it casual, keep it calm, and it'll be great. Alexander Black gives a nod. He is not picky about people reading his narration. You did wondrous. Yay! Okay, I did wondrous. Good. Okay. I feel like I'm kind of reading like William Shatner and putting odd breaks in between everything, but that's okay. Oh, we've got 7 people here. Awesome. Now, if you are just joining, my name is Alex. You can call me Al, and we are here to discuss writing and do some writing together and have a grand old time. So I think that if we are ready, I think it might be time for us to do some actual writing and prevent me from babbling the entire time, because that is prone to happen when I start talking. It's amazing how much I can babble. Oh, and I'd like to first introduce you to my co-host. This is Roland the Owl. He is my Halloween owl. This is Pumpkaboo, my new mascot. Shout out to my Patreon supporter, Steven, for sending me this. This is like the cutest thing ever. This is my spirit Pokemon. He's part bat, part pumpkin, and bat princess, and writer's patch, like pumpkin patch, like, yeah, like, I love him so much. I forget this guy's name. This is, I think it was Striker or Cirker or something. My niece named it, and she gave it some really like cool name, but I feel like it was like psycher or something kind of made up sounding but wonderful at the same time. And of course we've got Rapunzel, and then we've got my lovely little unicorn. I forget what his name is. I feel like I made a video and I said his name a long time ago. So that is our cast of lovely characters to have moral support. And Blaine says, Alexander Black applauds the Shatner impression. Thank you very much. So I think it is time to do some actual writing. So I am going to pull up the timer. So let's just start out with like, let's go for like 10 minutes. How about that? Nice, easy start for us. So let's write for 10 minutes, and I want you to just do whatever you want to do. If you want to keep track of word count like we did during Nano, go for it. If you want to finish a scene, go for it. If you just want to get through some dialogue that you've been struggling with, we're not going to put any huge, measurement on this. We are just going to be super casual about this because, like I said before, I am going to just be working on some development stuff for my story, and I'm handwriting it, so there's just no way that I am going to bother counting my word count. And hang on a second. Okay. But before we get started, I have a very important question. Which color should I write with? How about we do this? First person to post in the chat which which color. So we've got this like pinkish purple, got this like light like periwinkle, turquoise, purple. Oh, I see 2 purples. Okay, purple is the winner. Yeah, yay. Yeah, this lovely, like, I don't know, would you call this like a royal purple? I think of like Queen Elizabeth when I see this purple. But these Papermate pens are like my best friends. I don't know if I can get that in focus, but these felt tip pens are my jam, and they're like the best thing ever, and they're so satisfying when you write. I swear they make me want to write more. So I'm just gonna get my notes pulled up here. Sure, let's start right here. Okay, so let's go at 20. So let's get everybody, I'm gonna look through the comments one more time and read and see if anybody needs anything. But get ready, because at 7:20 or 20 after, regardless of what time zone you're in, we are going to start. So, oh, it looks like we got a new face here. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Lamja? Lamija? Oh, there was an I in there. Sorry, my vision. Lamija? Hi, I'm a teenage writer. I love writing on English, but I'm still learning English. Do you have any tips for me? Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but that is so awesome. I actually started writing when I was very young too, so it's really good to see young writers participating and joining us. I would say some of the biggest advice, and maybe I need to make a video about this eventually. I'll make a note about that. But the biggest thing I would give you, biggest advice I would give a young writer is to not overthink things. It tends to be the habit of when you're young to want to make something grand. You want to make the next great American novel. You want to make the winner of a prize. You want to make a Pulitzer. You have very big aspirations. Don't be afraid to start small. It's okay to start small. And okay, we'll put a pin in that topic because we've got a minute left before the topic, or before the subject, before we start writing. So somebody put a pin in that and remind me to talk more about tips for young writers after we're done. Let's see, Alex says, all right, I'm in outlining mode. If we're sprinting, that answered my question. Okay, team handwriting. And then we got those votes for purple. Oh, the periwinkle was good too. Oh my God, the Queenie purple. I have those. I use them in my bullet journal. Yes, these are so perfect for bullet journaling. I love these pens. Maybe I'll use periwinkle in the next write through that we do. Alexander Black sighs, foiled by my narration, it slowed me down. I was going to say green, curse you self. So maybe we'll have a battle between periwinkle and green after this. How about that? And then, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name, but you said thank you very much. So yes, somebody remind me after this. It is now 7:20. I am going to shut up and I am going to let you guys write. So go for 10 minutes and we will report back with how we do. So yeah. And I hope you don't mind the setup of like looking at my back. I don't know. I struggled with how to set this up, so I hope this is okay. We're at an angle. So now you guys can see the side of my face, because I'm sure you've been itching to see the side of my face. I don't know. I'm rambling. Somebody make me stop. I'm gonna stop. Okay, start writing. I'm gonna start writing. What's the date today? Crap. I always make notes about what. Oh, it's the 10th. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. If you hear a lot of like stomping around and commotion above me, once again, it is D&D night at my house, and the office is awesome because I can shut the door, but the guys are directly above me, so I can hear their like voices muffled and their music muffled, and I can hear them stomping like a bunch of elephants up there, so I'm sorry for the background noise ahead of time. But hey, at least it's kind of muted this time. Kind of. Oh, and while we're writing, let's turn on the bubbles. Ah, turn it back on. There we go. There we go. Bubbles are good for writing. And if you are just joining us, we are doing a 10-minute writing sprint or just kind of writing session. There's no word count requirement or anything, so just feel free to hop in and work on whatever you're working on. It could be a poem, could be a manuscript, could be a short story, could be anything. As long as it's writing, feel free to join us. Or if you're just here to watch me write, I guess you can do that too. I don't know why you do that, but no judgment. So yeah, we got about a little less than 4 minutes left, so keep writing. All right, that is time. God, I need to find a timer that's less annoying. All right, so how did you guys do and what did you guys work on? I actually ended up, I titled this page the page of what ifs, and it's a page that I've been working on the last couple of days, as well as like this system of magic that I've been developing, so I was kind of bobbing between the two of them. And I'll just read you a line that I just was making notes about the overall tone of the story and the aesthetic that I'm trying to go for. So I wrote, this story needs to read like a rotten fairy tale, but will it have a happy ending? I am very much inspired with this story by the tales of the Russian character Baba Yaga. I really enjoy that story, and actually my husband played a big part in this because he actually read about Baba Yaga a lot when he was younger, and his dad read him a lot of just like the dark original fairy tales. And I'll turn the bubbles off so we're not completely distracted this whole time. But and I was playing with this idea of for my horror series Haunt Patch, the winner of I pick a setting, and I pick up several settings, and people vote on which one they want me to place the story within. And the winner was grocery store. And I remember seeing a video from a YouTuber I really like. She's an artist called Bailey J, and she had made a picture of a witch like at a grocery store shopping, and I remember that I saw that video right around the time that grocery store won, and I was like, wait a minute, what if I did a grocery store for witches? But what would that be like? And I ended up deciding to do it like Hags because of the legends of Baba Yaga, and I also kind of wanted to go for like a Hansel and Gretel story. So my story is about a young girl that must travel to the market. It's called the market, and it is a traveling market on chicken legs, like in the Baba Yaga stories, where it's traveling, and her brother has been captured by Hags, and she must enter the market to try to save him because it is believed that children are taken away to the market to be eaten. And she has to face a lot of hardships, and believe it or not, there is something far worse than being eaten that waits for them at the market. And I just love the atmosphere of this story, and I love the idea of kind of that old-fashioned, vaguely European, like those thick, dense forests. I love that feel to a story, so I'm kind of going for that type of feel with it. And I'm very excited about it. So I've had a few developmental issues, like I said, or a few development issues, I should phrase that better, like I said earlier, but I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the direction I'm taking the story in is both staying true to the story that I want to create, as well as creating a story that is good for readers and is fair to readers. And I think the comments just blew up, so I'm just gonna read them. Bubbles, Alexander Black exclaims, mentally reverting back to a child before remembering, remembering before that he had turned 28 on December 27th. He coughs and tries to ignore the wonderful Bubbles. Happy birthday, by the way. That's so exciting. Yes. Oh, you're 28. Yeah, I just turned 27 back in November, so we're actually pretty close in age there. George says, I wish I had my notebook right now, and I wish I wasn't at work right now. Well, I'm glad you can still join us. That's okay if you're not able to write. He goes on to say, and my family's been sick, so writing hasn't been a priority at the moment. That's totally understandable. Like, when you have sick family, you have sick kids, like, a lot of things go on the back burner. My nieces were really, really sick a couple weeks ago, and my poor sister and brother-in-law, they were just, like, knee-deep in sick babies. So I totally understand how that goes. Alex says, oh, I love the idea of grocery store for witches. Yes, I just loved the idea as soon as it popped into my head, and I was like, well, what would that look like, and what would that feel like, and what would it be like? And I've come up with a really interesting design for the market. It's not just like a flat surface. It's actually tiers going down, and each tier has different items or different themes to it, and the deeper you go, the darker it gets. The darker the items, the darker the people, like the more evil it gets the deeper you go. So kind of like a descending down the hill metaphor unintentionally, but you know, horror writer, what am I supposed to do? Blaine says, okay, I can't keep up the narration. I'm annoying myself and worrying about annoying others. I managed to finish the first murder to occur in this short story. Well, cool. You hit the ground running, I can see. Well, the first one that the readers witnessed, technically she was victim 8 that night. Whew, whew. it sounds like you have a character that would definitely get along with a character I wrote a while back, but they only got 3 in one night, so they might need some pointers from your character. It's a fun story. It sounds fun. Alex says, something like that could probably fit into my fake transcript for Vampire Story, but it would look really different. I like the witch's market, and it looks like a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe or something, but it's herbs and stuff for witches. Yeah, I kind of played with that at the beginning. I definitely have like shops and stalls, kind of think like a darker Diagon Alley type of feel to it. And I do have like some cutesy items, like some fun stuff, as well as things get a little bit dark because, again, horror writer. But yeah, it's a really fun concept to play with. Blaine says, you youngin'. Oh, thank you. It feels good to feel like a youngin' because somebody thought I was a teenager the other day. That was hilarious. And also, I appreciate that. I'm closer to 30 than I am to 20, and I'm okay with people mistaking me for a teenager. Like, that is fine. I'm going to appreciate it even more when I'm 40. Alex says, or something more farmer's markety. I don't know. Yeah, no, it kind of, so with the different tiers, like the top tier in my story is definitely more like that farmer's market type of feel to it. And then as you go down, it kind of turns into more like stores and shops, and things get more luxurious, and there's like a medical area, and there's potions, and then when you get to the bottom, that's just where all the bad stuff is. So it kind of starts out like a Whole Foods or a farmer's market, and then just things go wrong from there, because that's the way most of my stories go. Things go wrong quickly. Alex says, I'm going to be 27 next month, and I still don't feel like an adult. Well, no, happy birthday. Well, happy almost birthday. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, a lot of times I don't feel like an adult either. I don't know if you ever really truly feel like an adult, to be honest. Like, I don't know what all of a sudden crashes into making you feel like an adult, because people told me it's when you get your big boy or big girl or big person job, and no, that didn't do it for me. And some people said it's when you get married. I'm married, and no, still feel young at heart. And a lot of people say it's kids, but I have a lot of friends that have kids, and they still feel young and spry and not like an adult. So I don't know when it kicks in. Maybe the generation before us is just better at faking that they feel like an adult. I don't know. Blaine says, my story's main character is goal is 13 kills in one night. It's a compulsion, and he has never been able to satisfy. The story started as a challenge to write something without a word of dialogue. Ooh, I like that challenge, especially because like that would definitely challenge my comfort zone, because dialogue is like one of my favorite things to write. So the idea of creating a story with no dialogue sounds like a really interesting challenge. I should try that sometime. Oh, Monique says, hey Alex, I just finished writing for today. Can I get a birthday shout out? It's my birthday on Saturday. Yes, happy birthday. And Alex also says happy birthday. You've got double Alex birthdays here. Happy birthdays. Here, we'll do this for we'll do a birthday dance. We'll do a birthday dance. This isn't embarrassing at all. This isn't going on the internet. It's fine. It's fine. I don't look really lame. No, but happy birthday. That's so exciting. No, I won't ask how old you are going to be, because some people don't like answering that question, but no, regardless of what age you're going to be, that is wonderful and exciting, and I hope you have lots of fun on your birthday, and I hope you eat lots of cake or dessert or vegetables if that's what you prefer. Like, I just hope you treat yourself and you have a grand old time, and that it is a happy birthday. And everybody post happy birthday in the comments. That's like a requirement now. I'm gonna turn this off because this strobe light is a little bit distracting. Let's see, and the other ones are really, oh wait, what is this one? Oh no, nope, that's not a happy birthday one. Nope. That is not what you turn on when you're trying to be happy and celebrate something. Oh, happy birthday. Yay. Oh, you are so cute. Oh, thank you. My pseudonym is Alexander Black. Can I join the Alex Club? Yes, we had 3 Alexes. I totally blinked out on that. Yes, you have a triple happy birthday Alex thing going. So wear that like a badge of honor. You have had 3 Alexes in one night say happy birthday to you. George says, happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Oh, that is so exciting. I love birthdays like a lot, and I love celebrating people's birthdays, and I should really come up with a better way to celebrate, because this is like the third or fourth time that we've had birthdays while streaming, or mentionings of birthdays. Um, and oh, I treated myself to a Star Wars Shakespeare book. Oh, my husband bought a Star Wars Shakespeare. Yeah, yeah, I can't talk. My husband bought that book a while back, and it is awesome. You're gonna have a grand time reading that. Alex says this is getting a little Heathersy with the Alexes. No murders on the live stream. Okay, yeah, no murders on the live stream. And sorry guys, if you're not an Alex, you don't get to be part of the Alex Club. And fun fact, some of you might know this already, but if we got my husband in here, it would be a quadruple Alex happy birthday thingy majiggy, because my husband is also named Alex. Because of course I couldn't not be weird with like married an Alex. It's perfectly normal. And yes, I did take his last name, and yes, it does make bills confusing at times. It's hilarious, but it's wonderful. And to be fair, he calls me Al. Like, everybody in my family calls me Al. Even since I was like a little baby, I have been Al more than Alex. Like, Alex is more what people call me, like, out and about in the world. So if you know me really well, or if you follow my live streams, you can call me Al. That's okay. That's fine. Monique says, does that mean no vampires either? To which Blaine says, fine, no murders. I'll put away the war axe. Ooh, that would have been an interesting weapon of choice. Do you call each other? What do you call each other? I call him Alex, and he calls me Al. And it's funny because he is the first guy to, like, no questions asked, just go, okay. Like, when I told him to call me Al, like, other guys have went, no, that's weird, that's a guy's name. Like, I can't call you that. And it's like, but that's my name. Like, more than any other name, I identify as Al, and I don't care what the gender stigma is with it. I don't call me Allie. Like, that's one way to get me angry really quickly. Like, don't call me Allie. No, and he, when I told him that, even if his name would have been, like, Bob or not Alex, he would have, like, I know he would have agreed to calling me Al, and that's kind of part of the reason why I knew he was for me. Like, he understood. And then Mike says, okay, Al. Sam says, much Al, that's my sister. Everybody bug her. Samantha is my sister. Blaine says, technically, vamps can feed without killing, so vamps would be allowed. That's true. Yeah, as long as they're behaving themselves, vampires can hang out with us. I totally get it. I got my middle. I go by my middle name. Oh, okay, yeah. I think my dad's original plan was he wanted to call me AJ, because my name is Alexandra Jean, but I did not like being called AJ, so I think we settled on L pretty quickly. In my family, you have to have a nickname. Like, even if you insist on, like, no, I have a formal name, I have a full name, no, you're getting a nickname whether you want to or not. So, Samantha says, hi, Allie, you are such a butt. He says, hi, Al's sister. And then says, oh my god, Alexandra Jean is the name of a band? Really? There's a band named Alexandra Jean? Oh my god. Oh, Alexander Jean. Okay. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, my full name is Alexandra Jean, but that's cool that there's a band that's Alexander Jean. I'm definitely gonna look them up after the stream. Alex says, I tried to start going by my middle name, Caitlin, in 3rd grade, but by then it was too late and no one would do it. No! Oh, that's so sad. Like, it's like, yeah, go by whatever name you want to, and sometimes people can kind of be butts about it. It's frustrating. Monique says, Mark Ballas from Dancing with the Stars is part of it. Okay, I have to look this up. I will definitely look this up after the stream. But I think we should probably do a little more writing, because I don't know why. These streams always end up being a lot of me babbling, and you guys seem to, like, talk with me, so I'm assuming that you guys are okay with it. I mean, if you guys ever at any point just want, like, a strictly, like, writing, like, hardcore writing stream, just let me know. Either, like, post it in a comment or tweet me about it. Like, if that's what you're more looking for with these, I'm definitely happy to do that. I just think it's also nice to just relax, take a break, and chat about writing, and chat about our problems, and chat about band names. Like, I think it's good for us, and I enjoy it. And I know I ramble a lot, but I think it's just because I'm comfortable with you guys. So the chat's blowing up again. So Alexander Black says, haha, now the chat will show who I truly am. The Blaine is gone. Long live Alexander Black. Okay, cool. All right. I will definitely formally call you Alexander now. Because sometimes it's like I read it and I'm just like, Blaine. And it's like, wait, no, that's Alexander. Nope, too late. I already said it. No going back. Monique says, sorry that I bugged you. I love coming here just to chat. No, you didn't bug me at all. Like, no. Like, I like that you're bringing up topics and everything. You are not bugging me at all. And everybody, please know, like, nobody is bugging me by posting in the chat. Like, I'm glad that the chat is actually active, because that's like my worst fear, is that I'm just going to be staring at a camera and it says people are here but nobody's saying anything. So no, don't feel like you bugged me at all. You have not bugged me. I more just wonder, like, I get afraid that I'm talking too much. That's my main concern. My main concern is, am I rambling too much? Like, do I need to shut up? Like, is there a point where we just need to be like, okay, I'll put a cork in it? Because I worry about that. Because I want to make sure that I am giving you guys what you need, and I'm giving you guys what you want. And I do advertise this as a live write-in, so if there's only, like, a little bit of writing, I'm afraid I'm false advertising slightly, but, I don't know. I guess I see this as a free-flowing experiment. So I'm happy to just kind of like see where the wind takes me and just go with the flow. And a lot of times that involves babbling. George said, oh, looks like I missed a handful of things. Alexander says, the pseudonym alter ego has won. Yes, it has consumed you. 18 King Tut says, hello, and waves, hello, good to see you. And actually, that means another Alex is in this room. So, teehee, this is like an invasion of Alexes. Maybe I should just change the name of this to an invasion of Alexes. Alexander Black says, wah. I'm sorry, my evil laugh needs work. It usually is more like, teehee. George says, I remember in the 3rd grade, a lot of classmates and I experimented with different games, and the teacher was not happy with it. Oh, that's too bad. Samantha says, hi, Monique, and the Canadian accent is beautiful. Canadian accent? That Canadian accent? What Canadian? I don't have a Canadian accent. That's my sister, by the way. She's trolling me. So, I do have a Minnesotan accent. I will fully admit to that. 18 King Tut says, chat away. Monique says, awesome. To recap, I finished 2 scenes in the 4th chapter of my vampire novel. Ooh, I love vampire novels. Like, I can never get enough. And I am inadvertently creating a love triangle, but I already know who's endgame. Oh my gosh. Don't you hate it when a love triangle accidentally pops up, but kind of secretly love it at the same time? It's like a guilty pleasure, I think, of all writers, whether you want to admit it or not. Alex says, it's fun, though, when plots like that sneak up on you. An assembly line of Alex's, an Alex agenda. I like that. An assembly of Alex's and Alex agenda. At the rate we're going, I'll start singing Alexander Hamilton. Please do! Please do! Hamilton is like my favorite musical, and it is taking every bit of will in my body not to sing, because nobody needs to hear that, but I love it. And if Satisfied comes on, I don't care how bad it is, I start rapping along with Angelica Schuyler, because come on, that song is awesome. George says, I meant to say names, not games. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I read it in my head like names, but I read the games, but I didn't want to assume. But yeah, no, sometimes teachers are like, okay, we gotta go by our real names, guys. Like, calm down. I'm always low-key singing Alexander Hamilton. Yeah, I may or may not have been listening to it with coworkers on Friday, and it was wonderful, and I have no regrets. And I may or may not have the CD in my car, so that if I'm driving somewhere, I can just blast it, and I'm sure anybody who drives by me thinks I'm insane, but that's okay, because I'm already kind of insane. Monique says, I did not plan it. I am going where the story is taking me. Oh my god, Hamilton is life. I agree. Hamilton is life, and you do have to sometimes go where the story takes you. And I know some people like say no, you should stick to your outline. You should, if you've planned your story thoroughly enough, you shouldn't have surprises pop up, and some people discourage it, but I feel like everybody has a system that works best for you, and the best thing you can do as a writer is to pick and choose what works best for you and to try to recognize the weaknesses in your system. Like, you have to be realistic with yourself. Like, if you are really good at world building, but you're spending 95% of your time world building and not actually writing, you need to be honest with yourself and say, okay, there's obviously a flaw in my process and I need to fix this problem or else I'm never going to write this story. So I think it's very important to constantly be reflecting. I think that is important for every writer, is to always be trying to tweak your process, because I've tried so many different ways. Even in the last like 3 years, I have changed my process so much. And that's why I really encourage people to do NaNoWriMo, because it's kind of like putting everything in a pressure cooker, and it forces the flaws out a lot faster because you're going so quickly that you're going to realize, oh, I shouldn't have done this in my outlining process, or I should have developed this more, or I didn't do this right, or my character design is not working out, or my character building. Like, it forces you to see those mistakes really quickly, as opposed to stretching it over months and months and just going, oh crap, now I have to start over from scratch, or oh crap, now here's all these problems. So if you're trying to just like figure out what you need to work on, I definitely recommend Nano or Camp NaNoWriMo, because it, again, forces you to learn. Elizabeth Schuyler is my favorite. Oh, I love Eliza. She is wonderful, and I love the name Eliza. It's just gorgeous. Alexander Black says, am I the only one who knows nothing of Hamilton? We can change that. We can change that. I won't play Hamilton on the stream because I don't want to get a copyright strike, because YouTube just is... But, if you have Spotify, I definitely recommend going on there and listening to it, and just, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. Promise. Promise. Alex says, my D&D Ranger's boar is named Burr, and it leads to a lot of spontaneous Hamilton at the table. That is wonderful. Oh my god, I'm trying not to break out into song right now, but Aaron Burr is probably one of my favorite characters in Hamilton, because just like, I always love the character that's kind of, he's not the villain per se, but he's just so, so many things go wrong for Aaron Burr, and I feel so bad for him, and I know a lot of it, like, some of it he brings upon himself, but like, just, Aaron Burr, I love him, and I love that you have a character in D&D with that name. George says, I know Hamilton, Alexander Black, but I have not seen or heard the songs from it. Yeah, a lot of people haven't heard it. That's okay if you haven't. King Tet says, crazy people from get a free coat that makes you hug yourselves. I have two. That'd be a nice invention to have. Monique says, my outline definitely has room for unexpected development. After all, the guy that gets dumped will have his own character arc, so the fact that he's not 100% a dick helps. Good. I like that you have like your contingency plans. You have like, okay, this is where we're going with this. I definitely enjoy that. Alexander Black says, I can't outline. It sucks the life out of my characters and my world, and it feels it just feels forced. I like to wing it all the time. I like to wing it all the times. Except during NaNoWriMo, I need a loose plan. That's true. And that is a good point, that NaNoWriMo also might force you to plan a little bit, just because you don't have a lot of time to stop and smell the roses and go, oh, maybe we should do this, or maybe we should do that. It's like, no, we gotta go. We gotta go. To plot out werewolf development. Ooh, I like werewolves. Monique says, ooh, you on Twitter, werewolf boy? Yeah, I think all of you guys are on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Well, maybe one or two of you. I'm not sure if you're on Twitter, but you can always tweet me at patchworknerd if you ever want to chat. Alex says, yeah, Burr and Hamilton are both super flawed and super opposing in similar ways, and it's interesting but sad on Burr's side as well as Hamilton's. Yeah, they both definitely are flawed men. Like, as much as it's like Alexander Hamilton's the hero and he's the, you know, main character, it's like, well, he does commit adultery. And honestly, the first time I listened to the musical, I didn't know if I could forgive that part of that, but it's like, you know what, this is history, this is the mistakes they've made, and characters are flawed and characters make mistakes, and sometimes you have to just weigh whether or not you feel like that mistake is worth continuing. Continuing with pursuing that character's adventure. And it was really hard for me to move on from that when I listened to Hamilton, just because I have very deep feelings about that subject. But no, I got over it, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't, 18 King Tut says, I don't know Hamilton also. Monique says, follow me at Miss Ocampo Writes. I might be saying that wrong. I'm usually saying everything wrong, so I apologize. It's my thing. Alexander Black says, yes, I'm on Twitter at Literary Madman. I'm already following you. What? I feel like Lynn writes Hamilton in a very, like, boy, what the fuck way. WTF way. Like, yes, he's the protagonist, but he's not necessarily the good guy. I agree. I think that's true. And I think I kind of more subconsciously realized that the more I listened to the musical, I more realized, okay, it's not casting a rosy tint on the mistakes of the character. It is definitely going, no, he screwed up, and this is the consequences of that screw up. So no, I could talk Hamilton all day. Again, we could change the name of the stream to Al Talks About Hamilton for 20 minutes. Whoops. Let's see. George says, I'm following you, Mr. Black. And Monique says, that's another thing I learned. A black. My protagonist is a teenage girl, so she can be a bit of a brat. Oh, a Black. Okay, yeah, as in Alexander Black. Okay, I was a little bit confused there for a second. Got it. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, teenage girls can be a little bit of a brat. I work with teenagers, so I definitely get to see a lot of mood swings. It's entertaining, to say the least. 18 Kings says, I knew you would have your own show someday, and you do now. Yeah, I guess I do, in a very strange, convoluted way. The internet is an interesting place, that is for sure. Okay, so I am officially kind of losing my voice, and it is almost 8 o'clock, and I was planning on wrapping up at 8, but we've only done one actual writing session, so if you guys are willing to, at 8 or at 00, when the clock hits 00 in the minutes, I can't use my brain today. I was thinking we could maybe do one more sprint. I guess it just depends on what you guys think and what your guys' schedules are. But I would love to at least write for like another 15 minutes or so, just to do all of that and get some more writing in. Monique says, no worries, you guys. I gotta go actually. Have fun writing. Okay, well, it was good to see you, and happy birthday this weekend. Talk to you again whenever. You have a great weekend, and I hope you enjoy your birthday, and I hope you enjoyed my terrible birthday dance. I'm sorry. Alexander says, yeah, I have had memories resurface of a bratty thing my cousin did when she was a teenager when I was about 8. Uh-oh. Maybe you can use that as some writing inspiration. Alex says, oh, bye, Monique. Monique says, you're awesome at birthday. You are awesome at birthday dances. Thank you. You're probably the only person who has ever said that about my dancing. So we got about a minute left. So if you guys would like to join me, we can do one more writing thingamajig, and then we can call it a night. But George says, I gotta go. I'm going to try to write something before I go to bed tonight. Good. Okay, good. So hopefully we got some creative energy going for you at the very least. But just hold on to that, and I hope you are very successful in getting some writing done. And don't feel bad if you don't. It's okay. Alexander says, I say bratty, but it's just a nice way of putting it. It's more horrible and monstrous. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, maybe channel that into your writing. I don't know. But, yeah, it looks like we've got about 4 people left, so, it is now 8 o'clock, so let's go for, I said 15, but let's go for 10 minutes, just in case you guys also need to get going. So I have set the timer, so feel free to write. Oh, and I will switch to the periwinkle pen, so should be good. I always click when the timer is about to go off. Okay, guys. So, how are you doing? I just made a few more notes on my page of what ifs, and then I started doing a little bit more of a character sketch because I never really fleshed out like basic things about this character. Like, I just kind of like filled in a hair color when I was writing the novel for Nano. I can't even remember the hair color I picked now that I think about it, and eye color, like, so I'm just trying to work on basic, like, ins and outs of the appearance of my character to start with, and then I'm going to go into more specifics about beliefs and hobbies and all that good stuff. So let's see how you guys did. Alex says, I've almost finished my case outline, writing my middle grade mystery story, so I have to do a case outline and then a story outline. Ooh, that sounds really cool. The case outline is basically all the events of the case, including the things that happen behind the scenes. The story outline is what the readers actually see. I love that. I love that idea for even if you're not doing a mystery story. Like, I feel like a lot of times there's so many little pieces of what's going on behind the scenes of the story that's a really good idea. I might totally steal that because that might make my life a lot easier. Alexander says, the next victim, a therapist on retainer for the main character's family, has arrived. He's going to be going goodbye very, very soon. Oh dear. Okay, well, awesome. It looks like you guys are doing some really good development and you've got some really good things going. I love this. I love that this has turned into kind of just like a coming together and creating kind of thing. And now when my internet's not being a butt, I'm finally remembering why I love this so much, to the point that I wanted to continue doing it after NaNoWriMo, because I love this. I absolutely love this opportunity to interact with you guys, and I love this chance for us all to come together and create and fuel each other and just let our creative energies like be one. And I love that. I love when creative people come together to either talk shop or to work together. I think that's just, community is so important to writers, and I just cannot believe how I've always gone my whole life thinking that writing has to be this solitary experience. And now my life has completely changed because I'm realizing that community is probably one of the most important things a writer needs to keep their sanity together. Like, this is wonderful. Alexander says, indeed, it makes me miss my old writing group. Yeah, writing groups are so great to have. I have actually my writers group that my friend started that I'm going to be going to on Friday, and I'm very excited for that because one of our friends had some big news and a big accomplishment that they had recently, so we're going to talk more about that. And we're all getting ready to submit to a contest, so we're all getting ready for that, and it's just exciting. So this is a great chance for us to come together. And I don't know, maybe in the future, would you guys like me to come up with a more specific goal for us all to try to achieve, or like a challenge or a project of some sort? Like, I still want you to be able to work on your individual projects, but is there some way that I can kind of try to give us all a certain direction to work on during the stream and make it a little less rambly? Or do you guys like it when I'm rambly, or what do you guys want? Maybe since we're going to be wrapping up the stream pretty quickly here, yeah, maybe because we're going to be leaving pretty soon, either post in the comments really quickly, otherwise feel free to always send me a tweet, again, at patchworknerd. Let's see, Alex says, oh, goals and challenges would be fun. Alexander says, this is as close to a writing group as I can get lately. There's no nearby interest in such a thing. Flygirl says, goals or all will submit to a contest might be cool. And then Alexander says, I second the other Alex. Goals and challenges would be fun. Yeah, so maybe I can try to come up with a specific thing for us to try to do. I know everybody seemed to enjoy the top hat of dares doom mystery. The top hat where I had different dares and stuff in it, that seemed to be good for getting people excited. But maybe I can find a more focused way for us, like we each, like at the beginning of the chat, maybe announce a goal of something we want to accomplish by the end of the night, and we hold each other accountable. Like we could maybe try something like that, or I can do more challenges, more dares, that sort of thing. Alex says, I did sign up for a short story competition, but it's not free, and I think early sign up is over, so it might be more expensive now. Okay, well, feel free to send us a link to that if other people are interested in that, and you know, it's okay for you to be doing a contest that requires some payment. Feel free to check that out, but I'll see if I can find some stuff. I know we have free write events, which is like one of my favorite pages on Twitter. Be sure to check that out. Maybe they have some competitions or something fun that we could maybe all like try to put our energy towards. I'll see what I can come up with. But yeah, again, I want to start doing this bi-weekly again. So twice or twice a month, depending on how, twice, maybe 3 times, depending on how the month goes. So the next live stream is going to be on January 24th. So I am very excited for that. So I will try to come up with something fun. Oh, also, a few of my Patreon supporters are here, so I'm going to let you guys know that I am planning on doing a live stream for my Patreon supporters. I believe I proposed in, I put it in a post recently, yesterday or day before yesterday. I think it was the 18th that we were thinking. And if you're not familiar, Patreon is a way to make a monthly donation to me and helping me help support me creating. So if you are a Patreon supporter, be sure to check out that post. I think it was the post on Monday, as well as I have my newsletter that just came out, so be sure to check that out too. But I definitely will be doing a special Patreon only live stream, and I've got some ideas for how to make that different from this live stream, so it'll be special and it will be an exclusive Patreon only thing. And again, if you want to check out my Patreon page, links are on my YouTube page as well as on my Twitter account, and it's just a way to help support me in creating things like this, creating writing, creating videos. It's never required, and I never want anyone to feel like you've got to go over to my Patreon page now and make a donation, but you can donate as low as $1 a month, or you can do as much as you want, whatever you want. But ultimately, this is just such a great opportunity, and I appreciate all of you guys so much. And I think the chat blew up while I was rambling, so let me just quick double check. Alex, I can't send the link here because it's NYC Midnight Short Story, but it's NYC Midnight Story Challenge. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that contest, it's NYC Midnight Short Story Challenge. And I'm going to actually copy and paste that and Google it, and maybe I can find a link to it and I can put it in the description after the video renders and goes up. My friend Sam and I want to do something similar, but not competitive and for free though. So basically the gist is you sign up and we assign you a random genre and you have like a week to write a story, and then we'll have people do feedback and stuff, and might do an anthology on Twitter or Tumblr. That's awesome. Or Twitter, but you meant Tumblr. Okay. That's a really cool idea. Yeah, if you do that, please let me know and I will definitely help promote it, because I'm sure there are tons of writers that would love that opportunity to participate in that. That is an awesome idea. To which Alexander says, do it. I agree. Totally do that, because that is an awesome idea. Cool. Oh my god, I just love how this just brings everybody together for so much creation and so much inspiration, and it makes my little bat heart flutter, and I'm so excited by all of this. Sorry, my throat is ridiculously dry because I've been babbling. So Alexander says, one of my lifetime goals is to write something in 10 different genres. That would help. Oh, I like that challenge. Definitely breaks you out of your comfort zone, and I think that is a really good idea. I love that. Perfect. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so much to be inspired by tonight. I am so proud of all of you guys. I'm sorry we didn't get too much writing done, but I will try to maybe for the next chat make it more heavily a writing focus, and I will try to come up with what our challenge is going to be, so that way we have our goal and we're sticking to it. Again, the next live stream is going to be again on a Wednesday, the 24th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're not sure what time that is in your time zone, just type in whatever time zone. Just put like 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to whatever time zone you are in, and it should pop up almost instantaneously. So awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that the Wi-Fi was not a butt today and that we could do this. I'm so happy. This is, oh, I love doing these so much. And I'm so sorry that I've been terrible at uploading videos. I definitely was going through some, not a midlife crisis, but I've been kind of going through like just over analyzing everything about my life. So I definitely kind of chickened out of making videos in December, and I just wish I would have not gotten caught up in my head so much. And I'm hoping to be diving back into videos soon, and I'm planning on starting to bulk record so that I'm not scrambling to make a video in one day like I've done so many times in the past. Alexander says, I'm Central Standard Time too. Huzzah! Yes, huzzah to that. Fly Girl Karen says, you deserve a break after Nano. Deserved a break after Nano. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I guess I did have a very intense video schedule. Technically, if you include the live streams, I was uploading 3 videos a week. And that definitely did get pretty intense, especially because I also was doing Nano at the same time. But I guess I also saw it as, if I could do that while writing 50,000 words, I should be able to do that in the month of December, no problem. I think I got a little overzealous, so but that's okay. You learn from your mistakes, and I definitely want to try to get back to Monday is a writing video, and then there's a floating day of a non-writing video every week, because I like to create other content. I would definitely like to talk more about bullet journals, and I would love to talk about organization with like my binder. And there's a million ideas that I want to do, and I'm also saving up to actually get a real camera instead of using my iPhone for everything, and I think that'll definitely make things easier. So I'm saving up my pennies and slowly chipping away at that goal. So hopefully that'll happen sooner rather than later. We'll just keep our fingers crossed for that. Alexander says, I concur with that. Nano is a killer. I know because I beat it 4 times in a row. Hashtag never stop bragging. No, you shouldn't stop bragging about that. That's wonderful. No, so yeah, you guys should be so proud of yourselves, and I'm glad that you guys are bragging about your accomplishments, because you should be proud of the things that you've accomplished. I really think that writers need to take pride and need to take joy in the things that they're doing, and even celebrate the tiniest little victory. And I didn't get a ton done with my novel, but I feel good about it because I got a chance to interact with writers, and I feel more inspired, and I feel more happy going forward. And being happy isn't an emotion that is, it doesn't come naturally to me the same way it does for other people. It's harder for me to chill out, if that makes any sense. So no, it feels good. It feels good to do this again. So I want to thank all of you so much for being here with me. If you like and you are not already, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that way you get notifications for when I do these videos. Make sure you hit the bell though, because YouTube is just and the bell will guarantee that you see when my videos are posted. And I will be putting more videos up very, very soon, I promise. Otherwise, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you want to participate in my weekly chat on Twitter, feel free to follow me at Patchwork Nerd, and just keep an eye out for on Sundays hashtag Writers Patch, where writers come together to answer questions about a topic and mostly talk about desserts and donuts and have a grand old time because it's wonderful. Otherwise, feel free to follow me on any of my other social media. I'm on Instagram at Patchwork Nerd. That's where I post a lot of pictures of my coffee, and my dog. And let's be honest, my dog is adorable, so it's worth it just for that. Otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free to message me or email me, or I don't know if you know how to do smoke signals, you can do that. And I won't know what it says, but you know, A for effort. Uh, Otherwise, I will see you guys in 2 weeks, and it should be awesome. Until next time, toodles!